Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. I'll just move that camera down a little bit there. There we go. Today on the channel, guys, is episode 17 of the Unwatched Shelf series. Just like the one we love, sing the song that got me singing. Oh baby, oh. And here it is, the edge of episode 17. Oh yes, I know it is. And the days go by, and now here it is tomorrow. And it is the edge of episode 17. Had to be done, folks. And I apologise for my absolute pants singing there. That was fucking awful. I do apologise, folks. But anyways, it's all good fun at the end of the day, guys. We've all got to have a laugh and what have you, haven't we? So, yeah, we've got 6 votes here, guys. And a massive thank you to each and every one of you for contributing to this episode, but this series so far. So the first one we've got is The Babadook. This was voted by Spectre, and I think it was Ash at Popcorn and Horror that voted for that one. So thank you very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. And then we've got Leaving Las Vegas. This was voted by a fellow chap. I think he's a fairly new guy in the film community, Geordie Film Geek. Thank you very much, matey. Really appreciate that. Actually, I'll put a link to that guy's channel in the description box down below, because I think he's a fairly new guy in the film community. So yeah, great pick, mate. I'm really looking forward to getting onto that one at some point. It might even get picked today, who knows. Get Smart. This was voted by, I want to say, Angelo Napan Films. Thank you very much, matey. I really appreciate that as well. 13 Assassins. This was voted by Ethan, Angelo, and yeah, a couple people voted for this one, to be fair. This was quite a popular one, to be fair, this one, 13 Assassins. So thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate that. We've got Risky Business. This was voted by, again, was this Cy, my very good friend Cy Robson, but I'm pretty sure. Again, guys, apologies if I'm missing out any names here. I'm just thinking on the top of my head. I'm pretty sure someone else did vote for this one. What I am going to have to do, though, guys, I am going to have to, just swap the... I'll get another case there. Which one? Hang on, people, hang on. I tell you what, yeah, we'll do it that way. And then, very professional. Tell you what I'll do, yeah. So the disc for Risky Business is in that case. So yeah, bit of risky business putting the wrong disc in the case there. Lol. Anyways, and the last one is Leviathan, and this was voted by Roy and Hills. On the Hunts voted for this one, so thank you very much, boys. I really do appreciate that, and thanks, guys, for all of you wonderful votes there. All the votes are now in this banging B&M bag. God, it's gonna take me months to get, used to saying that. But anyways, guys, grab yourself a cuppa. We're gonna find out what I'm gonna be checking out here today on the channel for episode 17 of the Unwatched Shelf series. The weekend is here and very much alive and kicking, so let the momentum, motivation keep on rolling. Let's roll the credits. We're going to find out what I'll be checking out here today on the channel. Come on, bring on the show. Let's go. Shuffle these around. Not even peeping. I didn't need a big bag for this, to be fair. What the hell? Come on, Sam, hurry. Oh, by the way, guys, just whilst I'm doing this, thanks to the other guys. Ethan voted for 13 Assassins, and then Stuart voted for the film Risky Business, so there was just a couple more people to mention there. So thanks very much, guys. It's really, really appreciated. And apologies if I have missed out any names, guys. It's actually nothing personal, just trying to remember who voted for which title and that. But yeah, thanks a million anyway, guys. I'm actually loving this series. Just trying to... I'm off to the Market Pavilion in Blythe this afternoon. I'm doing a double bill of Send Help and Amadeus. So, woof, two completely different films there. Actually, I'll give him my feedback on both of those films very briefly when I come to the end of this video. So, not peeping. I might need to get a new bag, you know. You know, Chief Brody's gonna say you're gonna need a bigger bag. Well, not for these 6 titles. I've got a big bag as it is, right? Oh, dear me, this is hard work. That's what she said. And the title, I'll check it out today, is going to be... Oh, Leviathan. Right, okay. So, guys, this was voted by Hills and Roy. So, thank you very much, boys. Great pick, and Hills has spoken really highly of this one. So, what I'm going to do is, now I am going to the double bill of Send Help and... what was the other one? Amadeus this afternoon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this one out tomorrow morning. I'll get that disc in the player, and whoa, guys, get this as well. 139 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna have to spare 2 hours and 20 minutes of this. So I'm gonna leave this one till tomorrow morning, and just to give it like that well-deserving viewing that it deserves. So yep, I'll come off camera and it'll be tomorrow morning when and a new day when I'll be for like the next part of this video, where I will give my brief review and share my initial thoughts on this film. See you shortly. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new light for me. And I'm recording on a new day. But after watching this film, question is, am I feeling good? So, I've just watched Leviathan this morning. Now, I've got to say, guys, there are some bleak movies that, you know, are some of my favourite films of all time, like Control, the Ian Curtis biopic, and then there's Kes, Synecdoche, New York, Akira recently has gone down one of my all-time favourites. And this is another bleak film. And I've got to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if this is the sort of bleak film. Like, there are some bleak films I absolutely love. That are some of my favourite films of all time, but I don't know if this is going to be a rewatchable movie for me. I'm not too sure. Did I like the film, though? Absolutely, yes. I thought it was brilliant. It was great. It was a really good film, and I do want to give a massive thank you to Roy and Hills for requesting me to watch this, because, yeah, I can see why you guys really liked this film. It was brilliant. And I did give it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and I will reveal my overall score in a minute. But Leviathan is set in like this coastal town in Russia, and I've got to say, this coastal town has got some stunning like scenery. I mean, I'm based in the northeast of England myself, and it's just great to kind of like have like these coastal views nearby, and it's just really good looking at like these coastal views in this. And I just think the music really amplified that. But yeah, a bit about the premise. So there's like this family, and basically the main father, I think his name is Collier, who Collier, is he gonna call you Collier by his name? Collier. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm so sorry for butchering that name. I do apologize. But basically, he's kind of fighting this case that he wants to like keep his family home, because they live in kind of like by like the pretty much neck and neck with like this coast, within this coastal town. But there's this town mayor that is just such a horrible bastard in this film. He's just really not a nice person, and he is wanting to like buy this land, and he basically wants to demolish this family house and his home, like not so much do anything towards the family themselves, but to basically take over their home. And it's basically just that, you know, like that bittersweet rivalry between the town mayor and the main father in there, and basically just battling with each other. But then there's a new addition to the story where the main father hires a lawyer, and to basically is basically sort of like his sort of like co-associate against this town mayor. And there is some questionable, without spoiling it, there is some questionable decision making from like the lawyer in this film, and then there are further consequences. That's basically, it's just constantly banging the drum, blowing their own trumpet, and then it's kind of like a battle for like revenge, really. But it just depends which direction and which avenue that kind of goes in. And yeah, that's a bit about the story, by the way. But yeah, it's just so bleak. It is brilliant. No, guys, don't get us wrong, but I just don't think this film's going to have much rewatchability. But I have to say, though, the acting in this film is fantastic. I thought the main father and the main lawyer were probably the two standouts for me. The guy who played the mayor as an horrible character that mayor was in the film, the actor behind him, the actor did a really good job. I still can't deny that. The family themselves, the family were, you know, a really interesting group of characters, and and also the main, like, the stepmother, and she was brilliant. Actually, she was probably my favourite character of the film. The mum's best friend in there as well. They were really good, like, kind of supporting characters to the story. There's actually one scene that I really liked where they're kind of going along out for the day for like this guy's birthday party. Something kind of happens when you least expect it, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, like up until then, it is like kind of a nice day out. That was probably my favourite part, at least when they were going out and they were spending quality family time together. Also, yeah, like I say, the landscape shots and the cinematography was really good in this. And that music that just really amplifies that. There's just something about like use of score with like coastal scenery that I just think is stunning. Like to give you a bit of an idea, whilst this film has caused a bit of controversy now, but the Salt Path did that, where they would have coastal scenes and there'd be music playing in the background that would really carry that weight. But yeah, so Leviathan, it's a really good film, guys. And yeah, again, the whole like courtroom scenes were, there was some like kind of anxiety inducing moments in there. And yeah, again, there's just some, again, there are just some tragic aspects of this movie that I won't go into it because that would be spoiling it. And there's a lot to admire from the filmmaking, the acting and everything else. I think this sort of film, though, isn't going to have that rewatchability. This is just one of them where I think it's a really good film. I would return to it again in the future, but it's just not going to have that rewatch factor. When that film ended, I was like, yeah, that's just, I mean, that film really went there above and beyond. So yeah, a good film. I'm just thinking if there's anything else actually to highlight of this film. I think that's nearly everything, guys, to be honest. Oh yes, there was actually, I did really like a couple of the scenes that was like set by the church and the chapel, and actually by like this campfire as well. So yeah, I did like really like that. And yeah, it had a little bit of a thriller-esque feel about it at times, this film did as well. But very good film. And again, a massive thank you to Roy and Hills for recommending me to check this film out. I definitely will be keeping it in the collection because it is probably a film I would return to at some point in the future, but I just don't know when, because but it's a good film. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. So far it's been the second best film I've watched in this Unwatched Shelf series so far, after Ace in the Hole. I think Ace in the Hole has so far been the best film I've watched part of this Unwatched Shelf series, and then I think this would be the second best one I've watched part of this series so far. Not taken away from like the other picks or the other films in this series so far, because they've been all great like recommendations. But yeah, this was a good one still. That is Leviathan, Russian film, and yeah, good film all round. So guys, now I'm going to get on to the stack of titles for episode 18. And now, basically guys, this week I'm going to be quite busy. So tomorrow evening I will be on Ollie's live stream at 7 p.m. I think Andy and Kenny are going to be on the live stream tomorrow as well, so really looking forward to joining that tomorrow. Tuesday I'm working. Wednesday I'm going to the Market Pavilion to go and see the film Is This Thing On? About John Bishop, I think. Thursday I'm working. Friday the 13th, hopefully nothing bad will happen, lol. I'm off to the Market Pavilion again to go and see Sideways for the first time. Saturday next weekend, the Market Pavilion again, the new cinema in Blythe. I'm going to be going to see Brief Encounter for the first time, which Roy will very much approve of that for sure. And yeah, next Sunday, I'm going to Tyneside Cinema to go and see, I think it's the original A Matter of Life and Death, I think it is. And then Star and Shadow Cinema, I'm going to see Bound in 35mm. So woof, I've got a bit of a lineup of cinema trips next week. So I think what I'm gonna do, guys, to make it a bit it's a little bit ironic, this, so I'm going to give the deadline for the next episode, which will be episode 18, and because this week is going to be quite sort of like a busy schedule, I'm going to give the deadline, and I'm going to be generous again. I'm going to give the deadline Wednesday the 18th of February, and to make it a bit fitting, I will upload episode 18 on the 18th of February, so it's quite fitting there, to be fair. And also, I just want to say as well, guys, there is a couple of titles that I was meant to include for episode 17, but when looking through like the comments, there was a couple of comments that didn't like reappear right away, but yeah, when I looked back, it actually did reappear. So I do want to apologize to Mark, Bushman Blue, and Kylo, because when I was looking through the comments for in prep for episode 17, some bizarre reason it didn't like appear on screen, but then it did reappear on screen. So Mark and Kylo, rest assured, the titles you recommended, which was Witchfinder General, and what was the other one, Kylo voted for, and God Said to Cain, I will be including those for episode 18 to like make up for it, but apologies guys for that. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Technology can be quite obscene at times, but yeah, those titles I will be putting forward to episode 18 instead. And obviously Kylo and Mark, you're more than welcome to vote for any one of these titles for like episode 18. You're more than welcome to do that as well. So the first one we've got is He's Just Not That Into You, The Panic in Needle Park, La Not, Vampires, the remake of Friday the 13th, The Exorcist 3, Treasure of the Ninja, the remake of 3:10 to Yuma, The Transporter, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, War of the Roses, Predestination, couple titles, couple of new additions to the collection that I've not shown on the channel yet. We've got the Notorious B.I.G. biopic, We Live in Time, Gone with the Wind, The Fury. So yeah, guys, all those titles. Sorry about that, guys. I just dropped my coaster there. So guys, all those titles, you've got the deadline Wednesday the 18th of February for episode 18 to get one or two of your votes in of any of these titles for episode 18, but any previous unwatched titles in any previous episodes, you're more than welcome to vote for or re-vote for episode 18. And of course, I will be putting forward And God Said to Cain and Witchfinder General onto the stack for episode 18, like instead to like make up for that technical glitch that happened with like obviously with what happened prior to episode 17 there. Yeah, guys, hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. And yeah, I went to the Market Pavilion yesterday with my very good friend Sai. We went to go and see Send Help from Sam Raimi, which I really did enjoy. I will talk more about that in part one of my February 2026 watches. And I went to go and see Amadeus for the first time, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. I absolutely loved it and is now one of my best first-time watches of the year. Again, I will talk more about my thoughts on that one on part one of my February 2026 watches there. So yeah, guys, thanks for all of your continuous support on the channel. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'm gonna try and think what my next video will be, but Yeah, also guys, I am actually this month taking a physical media buying break, so I'm actually not going to be buying any Blu-rays or DVDs this month. However, there is a stack of Blu-rays and a mighty stack of DVDs I have purchased last month, so I will still do some physical media updates, even though I am taking a physical media buying break this month. Also, yeah, do want to do some like film reviews and a couple of ranking videos as well, to like spice up the variety there. So I'll be back for more content soon there. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye, take care guys, thank you so much.